worry, or jealousy. It always follows right behind love. It's like a volcano, quietly releasing smoke before erupting into flames that burn everything down. Why would I be jealous if I didn't love you? That's the sentence we all hear, from men and women alike, whenever we start getting annoyed or dare to complain a little. I was no different. I was trapped in that same cycle, loving someone so deeply that the pain became a part of my everyday life. Of course, everyone wants to feel loved. Everyone wants their partner to adore them, but no one wants jealousy so extreme that it crosses the line into something dangerous, something insane. That's exactly what happened to me. I used to believe that once we had a child together, his jealousy would calm down. But the truth was the opposite. Even after we had 2 children, he became even more possessive. My eldest is a girl, Bung, 12 years old. The younger one is a boy, M7. And instead of getting better, my partner began watching me, closer and closer, shadowing me everywhere I went, calling to check on me, calling to follow up, and lately, showing up to spy on me, almost every hour of the day. My job, which used to run smoothly, started falling apart. I'm a saleswoman, so I must travel constantly, around Bangkok and even out of town. And most of my clients are men. There was one time, he barged right into a meeting. While I was talking to a client, he accused me of flirting, just because the client was male. That incident alone almost cost me my job. Sometimes clients even called my boss to complain about him. Because he tried to attack them, people had to pull him away to stop a fight. And once, he pushed me so hard, I almost fell down the stairs and died. Every time something happened, he would apologize, cry, beg, repeat. This is the life of a woman whose partner is consumed by jealousy. The incident I'm about to tell you happened 2 years ago. That morning, I dressed and left home early because I had to present products and bring in new orders for the company. My plan was to drive to Nakhon Nayok province. I owned a small personal car, a compact sedan I used for work. And yes, my partner had already hidden the GPS tracker inside it. That day, I left home around 6 a.m. At that moment, my husband was on his way to pick up our eldest daughter from his mother's house. Before leaving, he told me, again, to wait for him so he could go with me. He claimed he just wanted to visit a friend along the way. But I knew the truth. It was just another excuse to keep his eyes on me. So, at 6 sharp, I hurried out of the house. Before he returned, I drove off and stopped at a PTT gas station to fill the tank. By the time I reached the Angkarak intersection, it was already 7:30. I stopped for a quick breakfast, coffee and fried dough, at a small cafe inside the gas station. While I was eating, I caught a glimpse of something. In the reflection of a glass cabinet, it looked like my partner, standing outside the shop, staring straight at me. My heart jumped. I turned toward the front door immediately, but there was no one, no sign of him at all. God, I must be losing my mind, I muttered to myself. After finishing my coffee, I left the station near Angkor and continued driving along the Nakhon Nayok River. When I approached the turnoff toward Kandan Prakarnchan Dam, I stopped at a red light, and again, in the side mirror, I saw something that made my stomach drop. It looked like my partner, sitting on his motorcycle, right behind my car. I snapped my head to look properly, but nothing was there. At that moment, the light turned green, and the car behind me honked, forcing me to move. I drove off, glancing left and right. I drove off, glancing left and right. Still, I couldn't shake the fear. He had followed me in secret before, riding his motorcycle after me, to different places. I sighed heavily, trying to push the thoughts away. Work, just focus on work, I told myself over and over. Finally, I reached my destination, the Rongkluia market, just a little past Nakhon Nayok city. If anyone's been there, you'll know it's on the same side as Luangpur packed Daeng Temple. I walked around Rongkluya Market, meeting customers, talking, selling, until I completely forgot about my husband. By the afternoon, I realized I hadn't eaten at all. So I went to have lunch with Auntie Lamduan, one of my regular customers, who sold goods in the market. While we were eating, I noticed Auntie Lamduan's eyebrows tighten. She looked past my shoulder, toward something behind me. Then she said, "Ah, Daeng. There's a man standing over there. He's been staring at you for a long time. Do you know him?" I quickly turned around, but there was nothing. No one at all. Auntie Lamduan let out a soft as if confused. "He was just there a second ago." I looked away, and now he's gone. A cold shiver ran through me. The fear started creeping back. The fear that my husband might truly be following me again. After finishing lunch, I said goodbye to Auntie Lamduan and walked to my car, parked behind the market. And that's when I saw it. Right on the windshield, written through the layer of dust, near the wipers, were the words, "Why are you running?" My heart dropped. It was his handwriting. I knew it instantly. I looked around frantically, searching every corner, but he was nowhere. He must have followed me here. He knew I planned to visit customers at Rongkluya today. I had told him the night before, and now he was letting me know. He was watching. I kept looking for him for a long while, but when I still couldn't see him anywhere, I decided to get into my car and leave. I had another appointment with a customer in Petch and Buri. I left Nakhon Nayok and drove along Suwanasern Road, cutting straight toward in Petch and Buri. It took a little over an hour to reach the province. I glanced at my watch again. 10 minutes until 3 p.m. I hurried to meet my next client at the market beside Lotus, right across from Chao Freya Abebu Bedra Hospital. This customer was a man in his early 50s. I had met him many times before, so we were quite familiar. He invited me to sit and have iced milk tea at a roadside shop. I didn't want to refuse, worried it might affect the relationship. But deep down, I was even more worried that my jealous husband, if he really was following me, would show up and ruin everything. While we were drinking milk tea and talking about COVID, everything suddenly changed. Mr. Fawn screamed, "Ah!" and collapsed onto the ground, his hand clutching his head. I panicked. Everyone else did too. The shop owner, the customers around us, all rushing to help. Blood was flowing. The milk tea shop owner shouted, asking what had happened. All Mr. Fawn could say was, "I was just sitting here, and a rock came flying out of nowhere and hit my head." Everyone around us agreed that it must have been an accident. A passing vehicle probably ran over a rock, and it just happened to fly up and hit Mr. Fawn's head. Bad luck. Nothing more. After all, there were no people nearby who could have thrown it, and Mr. Fawn had no enemies. But I knew, deep inside, I was certain, this had to be Petch, my jealous husband, up to his tricks again. I took Mr. Fawn to the hospital, waited until they cleaned his wound, and he was safe. Then I left. As I walked out of the hospital, I kept scanning the area, looking for Petch. I wanted to hit him, shout at him, do something because his behavior was getting out of control. But I saw nothing, not a trace. He was hiding, probably knew he'd gone too far, trying to avoid seeing me. I got into my car and drove back the same way, heading toward Nakhon Nayok, near Bandong Lakhon. It was close to 7 p.m. already. I had lost so much time because of the hospital. When I passed the outskirts of Nakhon Nayok, my phone suddenly rang. I slowed down, pulled over, and answered. "Daeng, you need to stay calm, my child." My mother-in-law said, "Your husband, he's gone." My body went numb. Heat rushed through me. I pulled over immediately, hands shaking. I stammered, "WN, May, when did it happen?" "This morning, around 7:30, she replied softly. "He was riding his motorcycle and got hit by a car, right in front of the house." 7:30, my mind flashed back to every strange thing That had happened since that morning. If Petch died at 7:30, then who was the man I saw in my mirror at the red light near Kandan Dam? Who was the man Auntie Lam Duan saw at the market? Even though I didn't see him clearly, I felt it was him. And the message, written on my windshield, "Why are you running?" It was his handwriting. Exactly his. And what about the stone that struck Mr. Fawn? Deep inside, I believed it was him too. I sat in the car and cried. Cried until my chest hurt. Despite everything, protective, sweet, the only thing that exhausted me was his jealousy. Even then, he had never beaten me. Only once did he push me. I fell. But he rushed to lift me up immediately, apologizing over and over. I continued driving home slowly, heart shattered. And the whole way, I felt him following me. Every time I glanced, in the side mirror or the rearview mirror, I saw a faint figure, Petch on his motorcycle right behind me. When I finally reached home and stepped out of the car, I saw it, right near the windshield wiper, written through the dust. "I will always love you, Daeng." I burst into tears, sobbing loudly inside the car. My mother-in-law and relatives hurried to open the door, pulling me into their arms to comfort me. Yes, I finally had peace. No one to stalk me, no one to suffocate me with jealousy. But that peace came with a price. I lost the man I loved, the man who loved me too much, forever.
Drawn by BikiBaam. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, so you won't miss any of our new creative clips. Support our art journey with a super thanks. See you again in the next clip. Coming soon.